All right. Hi, my name's Christian Lee here for Earworm Digital. We're here with. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Gwendolyn. Or Gigi.
Okay. It would be easier to say Gigi, but I'm gonna say Gwendolyn because that's your artist name.
Or you could say G. There's
Yep.
3 options.
People do call you G.
G, Gigi, or Gwendolyn. That's why there's 2 G's in the Gwendolyn. It gives you
Okay, so we'll get into this later, but let's get into this now because like you said, your name's Gigi,
Yes.
and so you named it Gwendolyn because 2 G's, GG, right?
I also just loved that name, and I always thought it was a cool name. And growing up, my mom made up this fictional character named Gwendolyn Skittlebeezabazer, and I just I always thought I love that, and then I was like, that's me.
Do you have a middle name?
No.
Oh, she should have done Gwendolyn.
Should have, exactly. Maybe I'll legally do that because I feel attached to it now,
Gwendolyn is a good name, but yeah, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good. I told you I had to do my taxes later, but other than that, I worked out today, so I got my endorphins up, and that's really all that matters.
That's true. Do you mind saying what type of workout you did today, or?
Have you ever heard of Insanity?
That's what you did?
It's I did do that. My sister sent me 2 links to 2 cracked videos, and they're so hard. I was dying. It's one of those things where when you take a shower, after the shower, you're still sweating,
Wow, it's one of those.
It was one of those.
That's an intense workout, dang.
It's really intense, but summer's just around the corner, and I gotta shed some winter weight that I've put on.
Hot girl summer, huh?
Yes.
But thank you for doing this because I know you haven't done too many in-person interviews in general, so this is fun.
This is actually my first one in person like this.
I guess this would be your first one as Gwendolyn, huh?
Yeah, and I've only done one other one, and it was a phone virtual Zoom.
I don't want to brag, but I did do some research. You did do one when you played that thing, School Night.
Oh yeah, I did. Well, that I feel like I didn't even count that because it was like a show,
That's true.
It was just a quick rapid fire 5-minute-er,
Yeah.
At the end, they're like, how are you feeling? And you're completely blacked out. I don't even remember what I said.
So when you play at shows, do you feel like that way too? Do you just kind of blacked out? You're just off the adrenaline, You're just whoa, what's happening?
Definitely, big time. I feel like shows are it's one of those things where I really feel like time moves way too fast, and all of a sudden it's over, and I'm really sad because it's so much fun in the moment. It's the most present I ever feel, really. But then at the same time, I'm like, wait, it's over? And then I feel like, was I present, or did I don't even know. I just floated through it. I just played a show 2 weeks ago, and I was it came to the end, and I was like, no, now I'm going to be sad again.
And speaking about shows too, I think last year you opened up, what was it, Lauren Mayberry?
Yes.
And so you did a few shows for that, but then I think you had to cut it short, right?
I had to cut it short because I had hit my head the week of rehearsals for the tour, and then it turned out that I had a concussion, but I just kept trying to push through, and that is not what you should do.
Yeah.
It's not what you should do because it will get worse, and it did. And being around the lights and the sounds every night, and also as far as performing goes, my music is very much upbeat, and a lot of the songs I want to be jumping around, and I felt like I couldn't really do that because if I did, I would immediately get a headache. So halfway through in Chicago, I was like, I guess I gotta come home. Yeah. And then I basically slept for 2 weeks. It was sad.
2 weeks of rest and relaxation. Huh?
Yeah, literally. That happened.
Yeah, and we'll talk about your music right now. So Nancy and the Cricket Cowboy, that was the EP you dropped last year, right? Mm-hmm. And, some of my favorite songs from there, obviously, My Year of Rest and Relaxation, an Orion, and I've noticed like like I've said before we did the interview, like each song does sound different. Like for example, like my Years of Relax. I'm slurring. My Year of Rest and Relaxation. Like the chorus, it's a little bit like hyper pop-ish, and then like an Orion, you do. I would say I don't know if it's the correct term, but it's a little bit like doo-woppy, And I'm just wondering like what inspired you to like make the songs like the way they were, like all the different sounds.
I mean, I feel like the songs just really are extensions of feelings and emotions. Like my Year of Rest and Relaxation was just definitely like I put a lot of like angst into that one, so I think that the music kind of followed that direction and became this, I guess. It's so funny because when I think of hyperpop, I'm just like 100 gecs.
Exactly.
And people compare Rest and Relaxation to hyperpop, and I'm always like, what? But I guess I hear it's like very like
it's just like the chorus
and but we weren't even like, let's make hyperpop. It was just like, let's just go crazy and bang our heads against the wall. So that's why that happened. And then with Orion, really like that originally just started as on a whirly, and I think the tempo change just when we started doing that in the like while we were writing the song, it just felt like it needed to have like kind of just like a groovy moment, like a breakdown or whatever. But yeah, I don't know. Those songs really just happened very quickly, I would say. Like, and there wasn't much like thought, which I think is why they're just so like chaotic. Because it was just like, if instinctual, like this is what it should be right now.
Well, that's very interesting for you to admit, straight up, you're like, yeah, like we just didn't put too much down to it. Like, we just kind of just did it like off instinct. Because, like I know, some artists say like slave, like, like weeks, days over a song. But then some like, like I think some of the best songs people just like bang out in like, 15, 30 minutes,
That's what I love to do. I just had a stroke.
You're good.
I think that the less you think, the more it comes from the place that you maybe like are avoiding, if that makes sense. Like you're letting yourself just be.
Okay. And we're gonna do this thing that I stole from someone I saw on TikTok, and it's I don't know if you've seen it, but it's like the person plays you songs and you just have to name the artist or the song. Okay. I'm sure you would know the song too, but let's see. Let's do this. I'm
pretty good at this.
Oh, really? Okay, let's see. I mean, I kind of did some little bit of like some softballs for you. Oh, okay. So let's see. But let's do the first one.
Okay.
The green plastic water.
Radiohead.
Okay. And
wait, am I supposed to say the artist and the name of the song?
You just said name.
Fake Plastic Trees?
Okay, well, yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean, it literally did say that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. You're a fan of Radiohead, right?
Huge. They're definitely like my ultimate favorite band ever. Favorite artist ever. I mean, Tom York is he's a genius. And I kind of discovered them later on in my life, like when I was 18, 19. So I didn't like grow up listening to them or anything. But as soon as I heard In Rainbows, I was like, oh my God, this is like my soundtrack to my life.
Let's go to the next one.
I've made up my mind.
Oh, Adele, my girl, Chasing Pavements. That beginning, I was like, what?
I don't even remember the beginning too. I was like, wait, is this the same song?
Yeah. That was like, I think why I started writing songs was because of Adele. I just like, I wonder if they're going to be going crazy in the audio. I just remember hearing her music and being like, I want to write on a piano. And then that was when I became obsessed with writing, and I would write like love songs, and I was like 14 years old just saying stupid shit that didn't make any sense. But I definitely was just like, I don't know. That's what really, I think, where my love of songwriting came from, for sure.
Let's see. We have one more for you.
Okay.
You know, I was.
Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
That
You're good at this.
That is my mom. Like, she listened to Michael Jackson constantly. Like, when he died, it was a really bad day.
That's tough.
Yeah, and honestly, he's a tough person to be a fan of.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, but his music, if I can just say, like, as a musician, he was one of pop's best, and he made such an impact on, I think, music and culture.
I agree. And we've done this interview for who knows how long. Time is just a concept, but I think we have a good chemistry, and I just want to ask right here, right now, do you think we could be friends?
I do think we could be friends.
Thank you. I'd love to hear that. Because I don't know, I feel like, as an adult, I feel like it's a little bit hard to make friends, It's hard to put yourself out there.
It is so hard to make friends as an adult. And I didn't go to college, so I feel like I just have no friends because of that. I mean, other than my friends from being a kid in high school.
Yeah.
Other than that, I'm always like, how do I make friends? I'm trying to start to, like, take up hobbies. I'm
That's a
going
good
to do
way.
a tap class.
Oh, okay.
And hopefully maybe I'll meet a friend there. I feel like you must have a lot of friends because you're really, like, you can talk to people. Sometimes I feel like I can't just, like, spark up conversation. I feel too much, like, in my head. People think I'm weird.
Are you like an introvert or?
Well, I think technically I'm a ambivert.
What? I've never heard of that.
I always thought I was more extroverted.
Uh-huh.
But I think I'm
You
just...
do give off extrovert vibes.
But I really get... Like, if I don't have, like, me time, I start to go a little crazy.
Everyone needs their me time.
In my adult age, I've realized that I'm a little bit of both. An ambivert is an introvert and an extrovert.
Okay.
Because I can't commit to one or the other.
Okay, well, thank you for sharing all that. And, one of, as a friend, one of my love languages, a thing I love to do for my other friends is give them gifts. So I have some gifts for you.
Oh my God. I feel so unprepared.
You're good.
I also, giving gifts is one of my love languages as well. I love
Love to
giving
hear that.
gifts. They're the best.
Okay, first one, Michael Jackson, off the wall,
Wow.
picture disc.
This is great.
That's a good one, huh?
Oh my God. Yeah, all of these songs are crazy. Wow. Cool. Thank you.
You're welcome. Wait, but there's more though.
More.
So next one, we listened to her song. You like her a lot. It's Adele, her first album.
This is so cool. Wow. This album. This is crazy. I feel like I didn't listen to this one as much. I was obsessed with Make You Feel My Love, which was the cover. Chasing Pavements. I can't wait to listen to this one. Because really, it was 21 that I got, like, super into.
Yeah. I mean, that was big.
Exciting. My gosh, thank you.
You're welcome. Well, BC, I gave you two of these. They have a little bit of meaning because both of them were like the debut albums. And I want to talk to you because you were obsessed with Wednesday Addams?
Yes, I was. That was like, I loved her. I just wanted to be Wednesday.
That's why we have one last gift for you.
Oh my.
And it's Wednesday on vinyl.
Whoa, I didn't even know. Oh, music by Danny Elfman.
Yeah.
So sick. I love this. I just saw her Madame Tussauds Wednesday wax sculpture, actually, and I was wondering if they did it, like, to be lifelike, because if so, she really is so short. She was like,
Really?
Yeah, teeny. And she looked exactly like this. They did a really good job on her wax.
Yeah, some of them are hit and miss, so that's good. That one
This
is pretty
so
good.
cool. I'm literally going to buy a record player just so that I can listen to these vinyl
I'm
now.
glad to hear. That's cool.
Okay, wait. If I were to get you one, what is your ultimate record of your life?
We'll talk about it off camera.
Okay.
Because, I don't want to steal the shine from you. This interview is for you,
Yeah.
Okay. But let's talk about, what's your opinion? Like, what do you think is the favorite song you've done? For me, I think my favorite song from you is probably Spirit Guide, but...
Is what?
Spirit Guide?
Spirit Guide? What's that song?
Do you remember in high school when you did the talent show? What was the song that you did?
Oh my god. How do you know that? It was called Spirit Child.
Oh, Spirit Child.
Yeah. Whoa, that's a real trip. That makes me... How do people find this stuff? You gotta tell me. I need to know how to stalk people better. Yeah, that was like an early days song that I wrote, and I sang it at our high school talent show, and I won the talent show. They did like categories because I think they didn't want to just like let one person shine, which I understand, and I won the category for original song. But I would say my favorite song I've ever written is one that's yet to be released. Can I say that?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
As long as your manager says it's cool. I mean, you don't have to say the name or anything.
Yeah, it is. It's in the process of being finished, and it will come out this year.
Love to hear that.
Yeah.
And, based off, your love of Michael Jackson, and then, you talked highly about your mom and everything, because I think, she showed you a lot of music too. You both, it's safe to say you both have a good relationship with each other, right?
Yeah. My mom is definitely like, she's one of my best friends. She's my biggest fan. She's my role model. I love her so much, and I feel like she's definitely been the most encouraging to me as far as like, I just feel very lucky to have her be so supportive of it.
So is it true when you were younger too? Because I think maybe you guys were in church, she would like egg you to sing, but it's like, hey, like I'll give you some donuts.
Yeah, I always give her credit for getting me to sing, because after the Saturday morning mass, they would do in the hall, they would get donuts from, I don't know, Krispy Kreme or something. And she's like, before church, she would say, if I can hear you singing loud enough along with the choir, I will get you a donut. So obviously I was like, easy, I'll do that. And so I did. And then every week I got a donut, and it made me a little bit of a chunky baby, but it's all good.
But thank you for taking time to do the interview. It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I hope you've been having fun.
I've been having a great time. I feel so honored that I got these gifts.
Of course. But before we turn off the camera, though, is there anything left you would like to say?
Just stay tuned for a lot of music this year. I'm gonna release so much music you're not even gonna know what to do with yourself.
Hell yeah.
You're gonna be like, please stop. It's enough. We've heard enough.